What's up, gamers? It's Axiom of Good Time Gaming, and I'm here with a review of the Yakuza character pack. As you all probably know, I really like covering these new character releases, and I'm excited to cover this one too. Jiro is the newest member to the Payday crew, and also the oldest at 52 years old. He hails from Japan and comes ready to kick some ass, having spent some time in prison and having spent a life pretty much being screwed over by everyone. Wait, what the hell? Did I change the game language by mistake? Hold on a second. Did I mess with some setting or something? What the hell? Wait. Jiro only speaks Japanese? I paid $5 for this? Yes, gamers. The new heister, Jiro, speaks only Japanese. Now granted, there are a few words here and there that English audiences can probably understand, but 99% of his dialogue is in Japanese. Now, I do not speak or understand a word of Japanese, and I would hazard to guess that most Payday 2 players are kind of in the same boat as me. Unless Payday 2 has some massive following in Japan that I'm unaware of, it seems a little odd that they would introduce a character like this. We've had characters like Sokol and Dragon introduced who have English as a second language, but they still have a portion of their native language and accent, although they speak predominantly English for the game. Jiro is not like this at all. So okay, I know what you're thinking, but Axiom, other games are released in other countries often without a proper localized version, meaning that they may miss out by not being able to understand the language too. And to be fair, that is a fair point. But here is a game that seems to be predominantly played in English-speaking countries, and yet they have a character that speaks Japanese. I know it's not proof positive, but look at these analytics of my viewers for my Answer the Pager videos, and you'll see the country breakdown as to who is interested in this type of content for this game. I'm a little bummed out that I can't understand Jiro, but the rest of the pack has to be pretty good stuff, right? Right? Not really. Let's start with the weapon that is included, the Micro Uzi. 4 words describe my feelings with this one. Mediocre, but sounds cool. The last SMG that was released was the Cross Vertex, and that bad boy was definitely a pretty hard act to follow. But the Micro Uzi doesn't even come close to being as nice or as competitive. The Micro Uzi has less damage, less accuracy, less stability than the Cross Vertex, even fully modded. It's not as good as what the Cross Vertex can be. The Micro Uzi may make a competitive choice as a stealth secondary due to its high concealability, but its low accuracy could lead you to knocking out panes of glass on some missions if you're not careful enough. It sounds cool though, especially when it's silenced, and it picks up around 5 bullets per drop, so there is that. So if the weapon's not that great, then the perk deck must be good, right? Well, it's alright, I'll say. It's kind of like Hitman, except not as bad. You're basically looking at 20% more movement speed and a much higher armor recovery rate if your health is below 25%. Finishing out the perk deck will make it so that these bonuses kick in at 50% and not 25%. This is all well and good and might be okay to combine with Berserker from the Enforcer tree, but just doesn't interest me very much. If we hadn't had the big update to some of the perk decks that we got about a week ago, then I might be more interested in this deck, but I'm having a hard time seeing why I would want to pick this deck up and replace one of my other tried and true decks, like Muscle, Armor, or Infiltrator. The last thing we have in this deck is the Katana melee weapon. Melee weapons are rarely ever interesting. Holy shit! Wow. Well, that was violent. So the Katana has the highest damage of any of the melee weapons by a pretty fair margin. It is really, really powerful. Fully charged, you can decapitate Cloakers with it, but only Cloakers. I find this a bit odd because I really like to hack off the head of a bulldozer or maybe even a taser because all the fucking times they tase me. Unfortunately, it seems that the Katana is probably the highlight of this pack, which is pretty sad. So if you happen to speak Japanese, then you're probably going to be in heaven with this pack, and there's probably some really funny voice lines, but if you don't speak Japanese, then you don't know what any of those things say, so kind of why bother, you know? As far as buying this one goes, I would really just wait unless you happen to understand Japanese. If you speak the language, then sure, why not pick it up and let me know what the hell they're saying. But if you don't know the language, then I would probably just wait on this one until it drops in price to like 75 cents or something like that. Because, I mean, why get it? You can't understand a word that's going on. So, yeah. I'm a little disappointed by this pack. That's probably the most disappointed I've been in a while. But, I don't know. If you speak Japanese, pick it up. If you don't, wait for it to go on sale. But let me know what you guys think of this pack. Let me know what you guys think of Jiro only speaking Japanese. So I think it's definitely a curious choice on their part. So this is actually some good time gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything that you saw here today. And remember to always have a good time gaming. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to see some more awesome Payday 2 content, then why not check out one of the 2 videos right here. Thanks a lot, guys.